Hello everyone, and welcome to another encrypted video. Today we are going to talk about encrypting disk in GCP, and we're going to use KMS or Key Management Services. And we are going to discuss about the three possible ways to do that, how we can encrypt the disk with KMS. GCP offers many ways to encrypt, but one of the tools that they are offering is KMS. KMS is going to allow to create, import, and manage cryptographic keys for your cloud services. These keys are later on essential for encrypt and decrypt the data. There are three ways to encrypt our disk, and the first method is using Google Managed Encryption Keys. And this is the default encryption provided by GCP, and even if you don't do a thing, it's going to be encrypted in this way. So Google is going to decide the key and is going to do everything for you. The second method is using Customer Managed Encryption Key through KMS, and this is going to give to us more control over the encryption keys because we're going to be able to choose to import our keys or many other options. And the third method is using a customer supply encryption key. In this case, we are going to create our own key and we're going to provide this key to GCP. Let's go to try that. When you create a disk, automatically is encrypted with the first method. And even in the case that you don't want to do that, this is going to be like that. As you can see here in the screen, in this example, when we create a disk, the option that it is activated is always Google Managed Encryption Key. And when the disk is created, when you go inside the disk, you can see this word telling Google Managed. There is a second option, the one that we were telling before, that is using KMS. And to create this key, the first thing that we need to do is create a ring in KMS. This ring is going to be a container for our keys, and the key could be a random one, or could be created for Google, or even can be imported. There are many options. In our case, we're going to create a software key. When the key is created inside our ring, we can use it, and to do that, when we go to disk and we click on create, in the encrypted section, we can choose our encrypted KMS. And as before, when the disk is created, we can go inside and we'll see how now the disk is not marked as Google Managed because now it's created with the KMS key. And for the third option, what we're going to do is we're going to create our own certificate. And to do that, we're going to use this simple Python code that you can see in the screen. The problem here is that if you lose this code, and for some reason is needed, you are going to lose all the data that is encrypted with this key. So take care with that. As soon as we click on create the disk, we choose the third option, we can paste the key, and now when we go inside the disk, we can see how this one is marked for that. We have seen today the three ways to create an encrypted disk in Google Cloud, and as you saw, it's super simple. I hope that you enjoy, and don't forget to encrypt everything.
Do you think your project infrastructure is well set and maintained? We know for sure there is always room for improvement. If you are uncertain where to begin, let's first do an audit of what you already have. We will review your setup from every angle: performance, cost, security, high availability, automation, and provide you with a detailed roadmap of which direction your infrastructure should go, generate concrete tasks for you to implement, or even take on your infra entirely, if you let us, of course.